and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought we would talk about my trash. So I'm talking about the empties I have gone through in the month of March. I know this video is a little late, but I thought it would still be interesting to see what I have used up and if I would repurchase it or not. So before we get into it, I do hope you'll click that subscribe button. I am trying to post every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. School's been kind of crazy right now. Been taking up a lot of my time. I've been very busy and been having to do some work after work, so I just haven't had a lot of time to stick to my schedule, but I am working today to try to get back on track. So fingers crossed we can get back on track, but thank you guys for being patient with me. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So first I want to talk about my declutters because there are at least 4 products I do need to declutter because they are either irritating my eyes or they've just fallen on the floor because I'm a klutz or something along those lines. So my first one, which was in my project pan, this is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I was so sad, so sad. But this was irritating my eyes. I had that much left. There's a hair in it. I had a ton left. I really liked this, but I always forgot to use it because it was an extra step. So when I put it on my eyes, it just kept giving me a bad reaction to my eyes, or when I put it underneath my eyes, it was giving me a reaction. So I finally figured out I stopped using a mascara, I stopped using something else, oh, my eyeliner, and then finally I figured out this was the thing that was irritating my eyes. So this did have to go. So it was lovely. If it goes on sale, I will repurchase one and try to use it in a timely fashion. This one is a little old, and it says only 24 months, so I've had it way past that. But unless it goes on sale, no, I am not going to purchase this. I feel like concealer does just fine. I don't really need an extra step in my skincare routine / makeup routine, so this is fine just being done. Then I've got 2 eye pencils. Oh, sorry, actually this is an empty. Oops. So the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner, this is just in Swerve. It's a black eyeliner. Mine's just gotten too dry. I purchased a bunch of new ones, and I've been playing with the new ones that come in different colors. And then I put this on one day, and it was just too dry. Too dry. So this is just getting decluttered. I can always buy a new black cream gel liner. And then my last declutter is the Kylie Posy K lip liner. This was actually irritating my lips. They felt sunburnt, kind of, just extra dry and cracky after I would use this. And I kept using it, and couldn't figure out what's going on. Then I stopped using it, and my lips were fine. So I think this is just too old. So I'm really sad to declutter it because I was doing decently on using it up in my project pan, but it's irritating my lips, so I'm not going to keep putting it on. Once it starts irritating something, I'm done. And I don't really have that sensitive of skin, so if it's irritating my lips, it would probably burn somebody else's off. So we're not playing around with that. So then we will jump into hair care and skincare empties. My first one, I figured we'll get this out of the way because it's so large. This is the Bumble & Bumble Spray to Mode Flexible Hairspray. My go-to hairspray. Love this. I had this for quite a while. The size for the price is great. I use this all the time, every time I do my hair. So this is a great purchase. I already repurchased it. I already have a backup going, so I definitely recommend this. Go-to hairspray. Love this stuff. It just doesn't make your hair crunchy. It makes it so soft, and you can still make it bounce, but my curls last so long with that stuff. Love it. Then, if you've seen my project pans, you will know that I hate this product, and I will never repurchase this. This is the Southern Belle Volume Boosting Mousse. Oh, I'm so happy to have this out of my collection. I'm so glad it's done. So glad I never have to see it again. This is done. Never purchasing this again. It made my hair crunchy. It weighed it down. It was the worst. Will not be repurchasing. Then for some body care items. Oh no, sorry, one more hair care item. And sorry, it's gross. This is the Lush Jersey Bounce shampoo, and it has sea salt and lemon juice, and it's supposed to volumize and help shine. Go to Lush shampoo. If you ever decide you want to buy shampoo from Lush, Jersey Bounce is the way to go. I do stop using it towards the end of winter because where I live, just everything being so dry, this does start to dry out my hair. I think it's the sea salt in it. But for the summer, this will make my hair last good 4 days, 5 days without a wash, which I know is gross, but you know, hey. Between this and the dry shampoo, I can make this my hair last a long time. So I love this, highly would recommend this. And don't forget that you can trade in your Lush pots for a fresh face mask. So I will be putting this with my collection of empty black pots and getting a fresh face mask one day. Currently, my Lush is having a shortage, so they did not have any fresh face masks last time I checked. So do check your local Lush before you go down there and trade in your pots. But recycle. Reduce, reuse, recycle. I will be recycling all of these little products once I rinse them out. So now for body care. Another Project Pan item. This was the hemp seed hand and body lotion in this scent Skinny Dip. I liked this. I liked the scent. I was actually sad to see it go. My current lotion does not smell this good. This just, I don't know. It smells very summery, very sweet. I'm really bad at explaining scents, but this is great. I would actually repurchase this if I could find it again. I might try to find it again because I'm missing this scent a lot. Then for another body product, I used up the Soap & Glory Soothy Breakfast Scrub. Loved the smell of this. Loved how gritty this was. Okay, that doesn't smell very good. It did smell nice when I used it, and oh, maple scent. That's what it is. It's a maple scent. And it exfoliates really well. I probably would not repurchase this because I'm currently in love with, what's it called? Oh, the First Aid Beauty KP Bump Exfoliator. Love that stuff. I know it's pricier than this, but it really does help with the little bumps that I have after shaving. Helps keep my skin really soft, and I get really dry, flaky skin on my calves. So I prefer that to this. This wasn't as exfoliating as that somehow. So this is great if you're on a budget, if you need something that's extra abrasive to really get off that dead skin. But I'm currently in love with another body scrub. I would repurchase this for my arms and everything though, because I don't use the body scrub from First Aid Beauty on my arms. I only use it on my legs. So I would repurchase this for the rest of my body. And then finally, I have a Philosophy Candy Cane shower gel. This was fine. I like a minty scent for my shower gels. Lush Tingle is another scent that I really like to use. I'm really into pepperminty, tingly sensations. So this was great. I was really sad to see this go. And the backup I had of, do I have it here? Yep. The backup shower gel that I had in holiday pajamas, this smells horrible. It smells like a multivitamin. Ugh. For some reason, in the bottle, it smells just nice and warm. Kind of cinnamony, I don't know. And then you put it on your body, and it smells like a multivitamin. And it's the worst thing ever. So, that's in a fails video one day. But had to buy new body wash because that was my last backup of every body wash I had, and I freaked out. Like, oh no, I have no more body wash. Usually I have backups of everything. So I would repurchase this when it goes on that $12 sale. Usually goes $12 around Black Friday and after. So around the holidays this year, I will probably repurchase another one of these. Then let's talk about some miscellaneous products. I used up a beauty blender cleanser solid. I like to use this for both my brushes and my beauty blender. Love this. Usually purchase it during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale because I'm not going to spend $16 on a soap like spending the $8. So when it goes on sale, I purchase a lot of them. So they went on sale last Ulta 21 Days of Beauty during the fall last year, not this time around. But last fall, these went on sale, so I purchased at least 4 or 5 of them because they are very nice. They treat my brushes very nicely. They clean my sponges pretty well. So I highly recommend. Then I also tried this Moroccan color depositing mask in the shade Rose Gold. I was just really trying to my roots are obviously darker than the rest of my hair, but I'm trying to grow out my natural hair color at the moment. So I thought maybe this could just be a nice depositing mask and maybe blend in my roots, the rest of my hair color. That didn't work. This didn't do anything to my roots. This didn't do anything to the hair color. So would not recommend this. The hibiscus one works for a few days, but not very long. If you're looking for a color depositing mask, especially in a fun color, I suggest the lime crime ones. Those things, oh my gosh. They last for 2 weeks. It's super bright and vibrant. It's my alternative to dyeing my hair. And I have a bottle of the pink shade, and I thought about doing it, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to go to pink. So it does completely wash out of your hair after a few weeks, but it dyes it enough that you get 2.5 weeks of vibrant color. So this I do not recommend. But lime crimes, great. Let's talk about skincare, and then we'll talk about makeup empties. Oh, this is another hair one. I forgot about this. So this was just a little tiny version I tried, but this is the Sol de Janeiro hair mask. Ugh, and it smells just the same. It wasn't as hydrating. I wouldn't purchase a full size of this, but maybe just get the shampoo and conditioner. Honestly, the shampoo and conditioner makes your hair smell like this, and I'd rather use the Briogeo hair mask instead, especially the little bear one. Oh, so good. I also used up a travel size of the Caudaline, I can't pronounce this brand's name. Caudaline Eye Cream. This was fine. It was just one of those. I got it in a Sephora pack last summer, so I would have a bunch of minis to go to Korea with. And I finally used this up because I just wanted to get it out of my collection before it went bad. So this is fine, but I wouldn't repurchase it. I'm not a big eye cream person. There's only one eye cream I do repurchase, and that will be in a future video. So I also used up this face mask. This is the Body Shop British Rose Fresh Plumping Mask. I put this on and my Briogeo hair mask on every Sunday, and then shave my legs, do all the things, and then rinse both off. This is great. Helps with my smile lines. It really does help plump your skin. Sometimes there's a little bit of a tingly sensation. That's just normal. I do have a backup that I'm using of this right now. I would repurchase this because I have seen the results. They're pretty instantaneous, and it helps my skin and my fine lines. But if you don't have fine lines, you might not need this. So I definitely suggest this for people with fine lines or anybody who has dull skin. My love. I also used up, which I will 100% repurchase. Cannot wait to repurchase more of these. This is the Laniege Cream Skin. In Korea, it is called the Refiner. In America, it is called Toner and Moisturizer. It's an essence. It's great. Keeps my skin hydrated. Highly recommend. Absolutely love this. Then I have the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. This was actually really good. My husband bought this for me with a few eyeshadow palettes for our 1-year wedding anniversary. And he's like, oh, well, the lady just upsold it to me, so I thought you might like it. And I've never tried Clinique Take the Day Off and thought, why not? I'll just try it. This is great. This really does take everything off. If this ever goes on sale again, I will repurchase this. But I still have a backup of the Pharmacy Green Clean, so I have to go through this before I'll purchase one. Would I repurchase this over the Green Clean? Probably not. But if I decide I want to save some money or I'd rather get some points at Ulta than purchase the Green Clean, I would definitely get this. I also used up a Bioderma micellar water. Please comment down below how you use your micellar water, because I only use mine in the morning to cleanse my face. Occasionally I use it to get off any extra waterproof mascara, but I don't use this to take off my whole face of makeup. Does anybody actually use micellar water to take their full face of makeup off? I would like to know. So this is my favorite micellar water. I do have a backup. Already started using it. Use it every morning. This is very nice. And then for my last skincare product, I have the Ole Henriksen Glow 2.0 Dark Spot Toner. I did notice a bit of a difference, but I think it was more the vitamin C serum from Tatcha that I was using than this. So I'm not really sure if I would recommend this. It was fine. It's a fine toner, but it didn't feel hydrating enough or cleansing enough that I would go out of my way to repurchase this. So it was nice. I got it in a Trend Mood Ole Henriksen tapeover box. I was excited to try it. I've wanted to try it for a few years. So it was nice to experience it. But the few dark spots I had from some acne scars, I'm not sure if maybe this and the vitamin C serum combined helped with that, or if it was this. But now that they're gone, I don't actually need this. So this is fine if you're looking to maybe fade some dark spots, but I'm not sure if it was the end-all be-all solution to my dark spots. And now for my makeup empties, which I am very proud of. So, I did use up this Fenty Beauty eyeliner. This was in my project pan, and I cranked it up one day and it wouldn't crank up anymore. You can't even draw on my hand. There's not enough there. So this was great. I will eventually possibly repurchase this, but I do have an Urban Decay brown liner that I like even more, so we'll see. This dries out pretty quickly, so I'm not sure. I'm kind of on the fence about it, but I did really like the color. I liked the way it looked on my waterline when it was brand new, and I can go through it pretty quickly enough before it does dry out terribly, so I'll see. But for now, I'm going to keep working with the Urban Decay and remind myself whether or not it lasts all day on my lower lash line. I also used up, and this was probably in my last project pan. It was not in my last empties, so sorry if this is a repeat for you. But I did use the Fenty Killawatt highlight in Girl Next Door and Chic Freak. This is what mine looks like. It does have a little bit of product there, but I can't get a brush in there really, so I'm calling this one done. It was lovely. I used it as a blush. I used Chic Freak as a blush and Girl Next Door as a highlight, and honestly, if you're willing to use it that way, definitely recommend this. I would repurchase this, but I have so many blushes and so many highlights that I don't need this right now. So there's that. I also used up my Bite Changemaker Flexible Coverage Pressed Powder in the shade Light 2. This was another item in my project pan. I mentioned in my Sephora VIB recommendations video that I will repurchase this one day. It is my favorite pressed powder. This is my recommendation for a pressed powder. So if you're looking for one, definitely look into this. Very nice coverage, very lightweight, keeps my makeup in place all day, but it doesn't feel drying. This is great if you have dry skin. I also finished up an EOS Chapstick. I'm a big chapstick person, so the fact that I finished this, surprising and not surprising, but I have too many chapsticks, so it's good I used that. I also used up the Too Faced Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Lip Oil in the shade Pure Peach. And every bit of product out of this tube possible. This was fine. I've had this for a while. It is very hydrating. It smells really nice, but you have to keep applying it. I personally prefer the Lila B lip oils these days, so this isn't something I would repurchase if it were available. And I don't think it is available on Sephora's website, but it might be available on Too Faced website. It's okay, but just not my favorite. Then I used up an Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. That's not very shocking, you know, we go through brow products a lot. This was great. You know, holy grail. People use it all the time. Then, something I'm really excited about. This was huge. Huge for me. And you can see some bit of products, but this is all that will pump out now. This is the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumi Radiance Perfecting Foundation. This was in my Project Pan this year. It was in my 9 by New Year's last year. I have been trying to use this up because it was just the wrong shade. So I've mixed it in with a darker foundation, been using it for so long, and finally it is now empty. And I am so happy. And yes, one day I will repurchase it in the correct shade, but I currently have far too many foundations, so probably not anytime soon. And maybe by then I will find a new foundation I love, so I don't know. But I would recommend this if you have dry skin and love a nice glow. This was lovely. Last 2 products. I also finished up my Fenty Beauty Watermelon Face Milk. This was fine. It was nice and hydrating underneath my makeup. You know, I said I wouldn't repurchase this, but now that I'm using other primers, I might. Except I hated that the little dropper doesn't reach all the way to the bottom, so I had to start pouring some out, and then I had all this left, and I couldn't get to it, and I just gave up. So, I don't know. I would like to repurchase this one day, maybe if it goes on sale, if they have a face milk sale, and I'm completely out of primers, I would think about it. But for now, this is not a repurchase. And then my final item, which I cannot repurchase, is the Too Faced Do You Fresh Glow Setting Spray. Another Project Pan item I have used all the way up. It is completely empty. There is just a little metal ball in it. And this was actually really nice. I like Too Faced setting sprays. I like the watermelon scent. Thought it was great, hydrating, helped melt down my makeup. Can't repurchase it, but probably would just stick to the Hangover RX Primer Water instead. Okay, so that is all of my trash. Those are all of my empties. I will now be cleaning them and recycling them. I had some hits and some misses, some staple products, and some items I'm excited to get out of my Project Pan. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one.